Hello everyone, so we're gonna get started and we're gonna learn how to make these DIY snow globes. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your jar, you're gonna get it out of its packaging, and you don't have to use, I'm using this little plastic jar, but you can also use mason jars, or you can even use jars that you have from home, from stuff that you finish, maybe like spaghetti sauce jars. Just clean them out, take out the wrapping, and you can also use those for DIYs, snow globes, especially now for Christmas time. So once you open this up, what we're gonna do is I cut out a platform. So I'm gonna use this little like styrofoam platform, and because of the styrofoam, we're gonna kind of glue it onto our lid. And the whole purpose of the platform is to kind of give our figurine kind of some elevation, because our figurines are small, the ones that we are using. And that way they don't get lost once you put the snow in later or anything else that you add. And we're gonna just kind of find that center on the lid, so we make sure that when we're gonna close it off later on, the styrofoam doesn't block it from twisting closed. So once we do that, then we can go ahead and glue it. And we're gonna be using a hot glue gun, and that's because of styrofoam. And you can use other glues as well, but sometimes depending on the glue, if it's a strong glue, if you put too much, it'll eat the styrofoam. So if you use a different type of glue, make sure that you put very little amounts, just enough to like glue it. We're gonna press it down for a bit, for like 15 seconds, so we know that like it'll hold it. But you can also use tacky glue. I have done this before as well with Gorilla Glue, but I just added very little and it actually kept it intact. But the platform is optional. You don't have to put the platform, especially if you want to use more stronger glue, like the E6000 or Gorilla Glue. Just don't put a platform, and buy bigger figurines, but just make sure that they will also fit into your jar. Bigger or taller figurines. So there we go. Once we have that platform in, now we can grab our figurines as well, and I'm gonna be putting a Christmas tree, so we can actually put the Christmas tree, glue it as well. And before you glue, make sure you know kind of where you want to put it, whether center, off center, especially if you have little figurines and you're going to put more than one, to make sure that they fit. So I'm going to put mine in the center, because that's the only one I will be putting. Hold it down there for about 15 seconds, or until you see, that it'll stand on its own, or it's kind of glued as well. And you don't have to use styrofoam as a platform. You can also use anything or any other material that will give you that kind of platform if you want to use it to elevate your figurine, and that it'll be safe to use with the type of glue that you'll be using. Okay, so there we go. So while we let that kind of dry a bit more, now we can actually move on and use our snow. I'm using styrofoam balls. You don't have to, but I like to use the styrofoam balls, and they can get messy and tricky because of the static sometimes styrofoam balls have. So I just recommend that when you're pouring it into your jar, that you do it slowly and carefully, because it can get messy. So here we go. And you actually don't need to add a lot of the styrofoam balls. Even just a little bit goes a long way. So you can even just do that much, or maybe do a little bit more if you want to, because you have to take into account the size of your figurine, because if not, it will get lost within the styrofoam / snow. So once you have the amounts you kind of want in there, and you can add glitter, that's optional as well. I'm not gonna add glitter in this case, but you can add glitter, and when you do add glitter, the same thing as the styrofoam snow, you know, add in little amounts so you see how much you're adding, and you can add as much as you desired. And these are without water, so once you have your snow in there, you can just grab your lid with your figurine glued on, twist it on, then there you go. You can always, because if these are not with water, you can always twist it off and go back and add things. Either add glitter, add little snowflake pieces that you find later on. So, you know, these are always removable and changeable because of the fact that these are snow globes without water. And there you have it. And these are just very cute. You can put them under your Christmas tree, on your mantles, in your rooms. So very easy DIY project that you can do with kids, young ones, on your own. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy it.